Is it sad that I was able to get into this movie as a discount for seeing Las Vegas? Yes. Yes it is, people. Cue title scene. Freebirds, people. Not Angry Birds. That movie actually comes out next year. Boy, I wish I was joking. But now it's time to stay on the here and now. And right now, that now is... how do you be fair to this movie? Okay. Of all the animations that have come out this year, of all the kids' movies that have come out this year, this film, not the worst. That's it. Kind of want to... Not gonna lie, I saw the first trailer for this movie, thought it was stupid, heard more about the premise, thought it was stupid. I wanted to come out of this movie, I wanted to go in, and I never do this, but I wanted to go in and just like, this is the most shit movie of the year, it sucks, everyone die. But to be honest, I walked out of there thinking, that was okay. And why? The thing is that, as I'm sure everyone knows, I tend to get a little bit emotional, and I've made it clear I don't like big name actors in animated films. This one in particular stars Owen Wilson as your main turkey and Woody Harrelson as the interesting turkey. Let's settle it at that. I wanted that to be what made me hate this film. I didn't. Owen Wilson, he's okay. I don't agree with a lot of his personal things in life. I didn't like Marley and Me, but who did? And to be honest, in this film, I think he really does do a good job. He's very good with voice acting. I really liked him in Cars. But this is one of those roles, anyone could have done it. It's just Owen Wilson, probably because the director asked him just to get the big name in there. Basically, the turkey he plays gets pardoned by the White House, and he becomes a pet turkey. And that part's actually pretty funny. First 10, 15, 20 minutes of this film, I found myself laughing. It was good. It wasn't special or anything. It was no Machete Kills, but I liked it. Problem begins when you meet Woody Harrelson's turkey. That's right, Woody Harrelson. Watch the trailer for this movie. It sounds nothing like him. Once again, if you're not even going to use the novelty quality of your actors, why get big names in there in the first place? But essentially, his plan is to wait for it, travel back in time with Owen Wilson turkey, and stop turkeys from ever being on the menu at the first Thanksgiving. I'm just waiting for you to realize that you're not high right now. Because that's what I thought watching this film. It wasn't an uninteresting premise at first, but the problem is you feel guilty afterwards. You're like, oh, I eat these turkeys at Thanksgiving, and oh. Then you get in, and the film is relaxing, enjoyable, refreshing. About a few minutes before Woody Harrelson shows up, I'm like, this is okay, this is fun, this is cute. It was never going to be a 10 out of 10. But the minute Woody Harrelson shows up, the whole thing just goes to hell. Not in the same way Johnny Depp was in The Lone Ranger, but here it was more just like the film kind of changed tones. It got more silly, it got more ridiculous, and then just every 5 minutes it reached just a new level of annoying. And even then, parts were still funny. The animation isn't great, but I thought it was cute. Overall, I guess kids can learn something from this movie, but you gotta be young for this film. Not as young and stupid as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs or Smurfs 2, but you gotta be little for this. I'm going with at least 7 or younger. And heck, even at that, again, it's just, it just gets more annoying. Again, the turkeys could have been played by anyone. There's some really funny little performances in here, some funny little jokes. But again, just why put in the big names? And why add the time travel? I thought the film would have been fine, just the turkeys ganging together. Maybe you could do some funny stuff today with the turkey being unable to be arrested or anything. It's just, why time travel? What came first? The idea of time traveling turkeys and the presidential thing as a convenience? Or was it the presidential convenience thing came first and just didn't know what to do next? I don't know. All I know is these two plots don't really fit together. They're just kind of there for the sake of entertaining your children. And because of this, this film gets a 5 out of 10 on the animated movie scale. Oh, it's so bad, it's killing me. Nah, but seriously, not my least favorite film of the year, not my favorite film of the year. Just walked out thinking, wow, it's no wonder they let me get in that cheap. You know, again, every movie is just going to get pulverized with Thor. I think this one, you know, I want to say that next week's box office numbers won't have Captain Phillips. Honestly, after sitting through this, I don't think next week's box office numbers is going to have this movie. It's just okay. You know, with Las Vegas, at least you get the novelty of big names. Here, you just what it is. So yeah, what film did you see this year that kind of stood out in your mind as just being okay? You know, there's always that films where, like, you remember them because they're awesome, like Pacific Rim. You remember them because they're terrible, like A Smurfs 2. But then you get films like this where you're just like, it's okay. You know, leave that comment below. I'm really curious to see how that kind of affects people. If you want, give your reason why it's like that. If you don't have to. But, yeah, do that, and then subscribe here, because hopefully next time I won't cough. I don't know. Just get along with your day.